So we're just about to enter Great Smoky Mountains National Park, which should be a really exciting time because the Smokies are apparently stunningly beautiful, particularly for the southern Appalachians. They really stand out. But there's a problem, and the problem is there has been a huge outbreak of norovirus. And I shouldn't say huge, but consistent. Apparently last week or about a week and a half ago, 3 people got really ill in one of the shelters with norovirus, and the other people in the shelter all came down with it. So many of the shelters were infected throughout the Smokies. Apparently they've cleaned them, but just as we're coming in to give our permits, we heard from the ridge runner, or the ranger rather, that a boy is coming down. He has the noro, they suspect. He's at the shelter, or was at the shelter last night where I was planning on staying, which I will not be staying now. The biggest problem that everybody's worried about is the Smokies have a rule that is that you cannot tent out in the Smokies. You must stay at the shelters. And if the shelters fill, they will allow some people to tent in designated areas, but you first have to wait till all the shelters are full until they allow you to do that. So it causes a problem, particularly with norovirus, because nobody wants to be in the shelters. Everybody wants to tent. So I don't know what they're going to do with us when we get up there, but if you tent without their permission, it's a $5,000 fine and or 6 months in prison. So we don't want to do that. But anyway, there's supposed to be a guy coming down now that has it. His dad is waiting for him, as are the rangers. So I'll probably pass him on the way. I'll check in later. So probably up about 1,500 feet so far up into the Smokies, and maybe 2,000, and the snow is still here, but the chill feels good when you're climbing a mountain. So I'm actually thankful for it until I stop, and then it gets cold. So I'm pretty sure that is the ridge line that I'm going to be covering today, and then some. But all across the tops of those mountains, the AT goes, following the tops all the way. Looks like fun. So if not for this slush that is all over my feet and legs, my feet are soaked. If not for that, this would be a delightful trail. The grade is so nice, and it's really well maintained. So I'm like cruising, and if it only wasn't for the rain and the mud that I'm trying to avoid, the deep puddles at I would really be cruising. So